No one on Earth believed the sun could be stolen until the day it started to vanish. The world froze in terror. As the skies dimmed, sunlight fading into an unnatural twilight. Mason Reed, an engineer at a struggling observatory in Nevada, saw. At first, a shimmering rift opening above the solar surface, like a scar of pure energy. The news spread like wildfire. Alien forces attempting to steal Earth's sun. World governments panicked. Military jets scrambled. But against what? Meanwhile, deep in orbit, gigantic alien ships, twice the size of any human city, latched onto the sun with impossible energy tethers. The Galactic Empire's transmission came instantly, broadcast in every language. Earth, surrender your sun peacefully. Your era is over. Resistance is futile. Most people lost hope. But not Mason. He was no soldier. Not a genius, just a problem solver who'd fixed old satellites since he was a teen. He watched the aliens' patterns, the flicker of energy beams. He saw a gap, a rhythm, a flaw no one else noticed. Dahi broke into a military command room, demanded to speak. Give me one shuttle, I can stop them. The generals laughed. But one scientist, a retired astronaut named Dr. Elena Park, saw the fire in Mason's eyes. Together, they launched an old, battered shuttle, carrying nothing but hope, a toolkit. And Mason's stubborn refusal to give up as the world watched. Mason and Elena streaked into the darkness. Humanity's last desperate gamble, the alien gauntlet. The battered shuttle rattled as it tore through Earth's atmosphere, alarms shrieking. Elena steadied the controls while Mason frantically analyzed the alien ship's patterns on his makeshift monitor. Above them, the alien fleet was a wall of living metal impossibly advanced, bristling with energy cannons and glowing force fields. A voice thundered through the radio, cold and alien. Turn back. Any further approach will result in annihilation. Elena shot Mason a look. You sure about this? He grinned, nerves taut. If I'm wrong, at least I'll know we tried. They dove through a swarm of drone fighters. Mason used hacked frequencies to scramble the targeting sensors old. Tech, but it worked. A drone clipped their wing, sending them spinning. Elena fought for control, the shuttle shaking apart. Mason hurled himself into the cargo bay, popping open a panel. He jerry-rigged an old solar probe, turning it into an EMP pulse. This will fry their nearest tethers for 60 seconds. Our only window. Elena nodded, breathless. Mason pressed the button. A shockwave rippled through space, disabling the closest alien tendrils. For one moment, the entire fleet shifted, searching for the source. That's our opening. Elena shouted. They plunged toward the sun, right through the gap, but the aliens recovered faster than Mason had hoped. A massive warship moved to block them. Its captain, a monstrous silver-skinned being, stared at them through a projection, voice dripping contempt. You dare challenge the Galactic Empire? Your species will be darkness and dust. Mason stared back. We're not done yet. The shuttle slipped through the gauntlet, battered but alive, and reached the core of the sun tethers. The world held its breath. Into the heart of the sun inside. The sun's corona, heat, and radiation battered the shuttle. Shields flickered. Alarms screamed. Mason worked furiously, sweat blurring his vision. He could see it now, the main alien device, a colossal siphon, draining the sun's energy into an impossible wormhole. If it finished, Earth would freeze in days. Mason and Elena suited up in experimental armor, more hope than science, and crawled onto the shuttle's hull. Tethered only by thin lifelines. The alien siphon loomed above, humming with deadly power. Elena's voice shook. This is suicide. Mason forced a smile. It's only impossible until we do it. They planted explosive charges in the siphon's exposed circuits, dodging bursts of plasma and swarms of repair drones. An alien security bot closed in, aiming energy weapons. Elena fired her, only flare blinding the bot for seconds. Mason finished rigging the last charge, but his suit's life support began to fail. He gasped. Elena, get back. I'll set the detonator manually. No way, she said. We go together. As they scrambled for the shuttle, alien ships closed in from every side. Mason triggered the charges. The siphon erupted in a fireball, a shock wave cascading through the suns. Corona? Alien tethers snapped one, then another, then all. The fleet panicked, scattering as their prize slipped away. But the explosion hurled Mason and Elena into open space. Suits rupturing, oxygen leaking. Earth's sun shone bright for the first time in days. Humanity's Stan Mason drifted in darkness, the sun a distant beacon. Alarms screamed in his suit air gone, vitals crashing. He thought of home, his mother's laughter, fixing bikes under a summer sky. A shadow fell over him. A massive alien ship, guns primed. A final transmission. You are brave, human, but you have failed. Earth will pay for your defiance. Mason's hand closed on the last tool he'd carried, a coded beacon. He whispered, "Let's see if you understand payback." He triggered the beacon. Instantly, Earth's satellites hacked and reprogrammed fired encrypted signals, disrupting the alien fleet's navigation. Alien ships spun out of control. Their biggest dreadnought collided with the sun's corona, detonating in a blaze visible from Earth. Elena's voice crackled through static. "Mason, you did it. They're leaving." Earth's skies lit up with auroras as the last alien ships jumped away. Mason closed his eyes, smile faint. "We bought our son. We bought time." Elena managed to pull Mason back to the shuttle, barely keeping him alive. Earth was saved, but Mason was slipping away. The legend spreads. Mason awoke in a hospital bed, weak but alive, sunbeams streaming through the window. The world outside was celebrating. News flashed everywhere. Earth's saved human hero defeats Galactic Empire. Elena was beside him, tears in her eyes. "You did it. You proved humanity matters." The United Earth Council called Mason to speak. Cameras broadcast his words across the world, and unknown to most across the stars. He looked straight into the lens. "We're small. We're stubborn. We fix things everyone else calls broken. We fight for our home and for each other. That's what it means to be human." In distant reaches of the galaxy, alien rebels replayed his speech. For the first time, the Galactic Empire's hold was slipping, not because of weapons, but because of hope. Mason and Elena returned to quiet lives, but their legend traveled faster than light. Whenever the sun rose bright and fierce, people remembered. One human's courage kept the darkness at bay. And somewhere, in the endless night between stars, alien leaders whispered, "Never underestimate a human with nothing left to lose." And